Welcome back. We will be continuing with the oncological emergency, and we were dealing metabolic emergencies. In that, today we can see hypercalcemia. So you know what is hypercalcemia? The amount of serum calcium level above 11 mg per dl. So it is considered as one of the most common serious metabolic disorder, which is associated with malignancy. Because 10 to 20% of patients with advanced cancer can experience hypercalcemia. So let's see what all may be the causes of hypercalcemia. So one of the most common causes osteolytic metastatic lesion. So some cancer lesions which is leading to lysis of the bone cells, it leads to release of calcium in the blood. Other cause is similar to paraneoplastic syndrome. The cancer is producing parathyroid hormone like substance which will again stimulate the movement of calcium from the bone. So most commonly seen in squamous cell carcinoma of lung, head and neck, cervical, esophageal, lymphoma as well as leukemia. Other contributing factors like immobility and dehydration can also leads to hypercalcemia. So what all may be the signs and symptoms? Polyuria, dehydration, anorexia, muscle weakness, constipation, fatigue. There is no need of explanation because you have already covered in second year. If you are explaining each and everything, we will not be able to complete. Lethargy and drowsiness, changes in mental status, abdominal discomfort, nausea as well as vomiting, increased gastric acid secretions, constipation, muscle weakness, bradycardia, apathy as well as depression. So these are all the signs and symptoms of hypercalcemia. So how can we treat this? When a cancer patient is having hypercalcemia, it is considered as poor prognostic indicator. So we have to find out which are drugs which is aggravating the level of calcium or increasing the levels of calcium so that we can avoid this type of drugs. Initial therapy, we are planning intensive rehydration 12 to 24 hours with 4 to 6 liters of normal saline, followed by furosemide 40 to 80 mg IV every 12 to 24 hours so that we can induce natriuresis. Next treatment is bisphosphonate. These are the drugs which inhibit the action of osteoclast. So like examples like pamidronate 90 mg given 2 to 4 hour infusion. Otherwise zoledronic acid 4 mg 50 minutes infusion. So bisphosphonate is another option. Adjuvant therapy is also there like corticosteroids, gallium nitrate, plicamycin as well as calcitonin. So gallium nitrate mainly given to prevent the breakdown of the bone so that we can decrease the amount of calcium released in the blood. So nursing management, same thing. We have to identify the patient who are risk to get hypercalcemia. We have to assess the signs and symptoms of hypercalcemia. So teach the risky patient to recognize and report the signs and symptoms. Encourage the patient to consume 2 to 3 liters of fluid unless contraindicated. Explain the use of dietary as well as pharmacologic interventions such as stool softeners as well as laxative for constipation. We can advise the patient to maintain nutritional intake. We can discuss antiemetic therapy in case of nausea and vomiting, signs and symptoms. We can promote mobility so that we can use the excess amount of calcium. So that is all about hypercalcemia.